One of the components that is absolutely critical to a successful off-roading adventure, whether you're out just jeeping or overlanding, is really good communications. You have two types of communications that we consider. It's communications inside your group, when you're talking to the vehicles in front of you and behind you, how you're communicating with them. But how do you communicate outside of that group should you get in trouble? We are typically in areas where, like if I look at my cell phone right now, I have zero coverage. So if I break apart or have a medical emergency, radios are great within the group, but you need to also have communication tools that get you outside of that group. I think, Sean, we're coming down to campsite here by the lake. I think we found where we camped out last time.
Pull up and start putting camp together.
Awesome, sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Communication to the outside world is super important. We use 3 devices and we recommend 3 to people. The first is the most inexpensive one to use. It's a Garmin InReach device. You want to make sure you charge it before you hit the trail. We pay about $14 a month to receive, I think, 10 or 15 texts from this. So it actually works in conjunction with your phone, your smartphone. So you download the app, this connects to a SAT, it goes to your phone, it's Bluetooth connected, and you can text in and out. You do have to be mindful that those texts can take a few minutes to send and receive on this, but super small, compact, great, has a good battery life on it. Just make sure you charge it before you go. But again, the Garmin InReach is the first kind of line of defense to ensure you can get communication out. Maybe you have a breakdown, maybe you have a medical emergency, you need to let people know where they are. There is an SOS button on this as well that you can call for help on. The next device we recommend and we actually use is a Iridium Motorola phone. It's a satellite phone. We've had these for years on the trail. This is a little more expensive. The phones are about $1,000 a piece. We pay for about 300 minutes a year, and that ends up being about $700, but they're good for the entire year. A lot of times when you upgrade the minutes, they'll roll over again for the following year. This pack's in my backpack. I take it everywhere with me. You want to make sure that when you're out in these remote destinations, you know the numbers to call for emergency. You cannot call 911. You can't call an 800 number if you're going to try to change your flight. You need to know the direct line. So when we're out here in El Dorado County on the Rubicon, we have the direct dispatch number of El Dorado County. If we have a problem, we call them, we give them a GPS coordinate, and they come in here and rescue us. All right, the last device we have that, again, we recommend to people is a Starlink system. You're hearing about this all throughout the overlanding community. We pack it in this Pelican case. It comes specially designed for it. You do have to power it though. So we have a Jackery unit over here. These are fantastic. We charge them up at home. We've got, right now, it's been running for a couple hours. We have 80%. We have 17 hours left of full connectivity to the outside world. We're able to text, we're able to send messages, emails, unfortunately check our social media, but we can also do voice over internet calling with this, and it gives us a pretty good range around camps. We've seen people out here for days been stuck on the Rubicon Trail waiting for parts, waiting for food. It's great to have one of these devices to stay connected with friends, loved ones, or in the event of a medical emergency, you can get help. Technology has changed over the years. When I grew up, it was CB radios. CB radios, though, are governed by the FCC to only 4 watts of power. So the problem is you don't get this extended broadcast out there. GMRS radios like Midland, they have units like this one that go up to 50 watts of power. So at the end of the day, we get extended range. We can talk to people further on the trail, maybe to base camp, etc. You want to make sure you check the owner's manual though, because not all channels are up to 50 watts. So we have this mounted underneath the seat here. It's just a great tool. And when you're out guiding, like Ty's out there, he has one of these little handhelds. These are absolutely perfect for spotting somebody, or when you're getting up to camp, we're coming up to here, if somebody's going out and checking an area around camp, they can kind of go and explore, report back to us with these. They click on your hip, super easy. But again, inside the vehicle, GMRS technology is exactly where you want to be. So one of the Midland radio units, this is called the X-Talker, all right? And this is branded by Jeep itself. Why this is so important is you can get outside the vehicle with it. We have the mobile units in the vehicle, but when we send a spotter out in front, we send them with a unit like this. It clips on your hip real easy. You can take it out. You can actually communicate with them where they're going. You can also just use these in between vehicles, but when you get to your campsite at night, particularly if you have kids, they want to go exploring off in the woods, they take this with them and you know where they are at all times.